All right. So, real quick, because I started to understand a lot of things involving wireless body area networks, digital cell towers, um, how the cell phone can be used to basically save, process, and send data that was basically retrieved from your body, put into a readable computer form, and then they could transmit it through radio frequencies to, like, let's say, the digital cell towers, and then it's then sent to the remote servers wherever the handlers are, right? Then I remember I had broke my laptop. I had broke my laptop because there was so much energy, radiation, directed energy coming from my laptop. And I was placing shungite pyramids. I was placing shungite pyramids on top of my laptop, so then it could probably absorb some of the energy coming off the laptop. But then one day I didn't realize the pyramid was still on top of the laptop. And then I think I had accidentally put something, my laptop was open. And then I remember exactly what I did. I tried to put a lead blanket over my laptop, not realizing the pyramid was like on top of, was like on the keyboard of the laptop. So then when the screen went down, it broke the screen. So now the whole entire screen is broken. I can't really use the laptop. Today, just about 5 minutes ago, I haven't used that laptop in about, when did I break it? I think I broke it about maybe 3, 4 weeks ago, something like that. All of a sudden, I'm sitting on my bed, and as I'm doing all the research and stuff, I'm laying on my bed, and I just happen to look over at my laptop on the floor, and I noticed the light is on, like the light that shows like it's on standby but not shut down. Usually, if it's shut down, then it would, if it's shut down, then it basically, you wouldn't see a flashing light for power activity or whatever. So then I thought to myself, well, I know about vibrational hacking, basically using vibrational frequencies to you could basically use vibrational frequencies to hack into devices, whether it's whether it's open or not, as long as the device can receive and process the frequencies or the signals that's sent to it, it can still become operational even if no one is touching it. Then I thought to myself, they've been talking so much about, oh, we got a setup coming for you. Oh, we got the perfect setup coming for you. He don't realize he's about to go to prison. And then I'm thinking to myself, you know what? Now that my laptop screen is broken, they could possibly be trying to implant or download stuff onto my laptop, and I can't see the screen. But then again, I'm not a computer. I'm not a computer expert or anything like that. I don't really know much about cybersecurity. So now it just dawned on me that would be, well, between my laptop and my phone, because I mean, I don't know. They could literally download like child porn onto your devices. You didn't do it yourself. You know you wouldn't do something like that. They would download all types of stuff onto your devices, and you wouldn't know. And then they would probably put it somewhere. It's interesting how all this noise is happening all of a sudden as I'm trying to record this. But they would do it in a way. They would put it in, like, they would probably create, like, first and foremost, once they gain remote access to your devices, they can see everything that's on your device. They can see everything on your laptop, see everything on your phone. So then when you think about it, they could basically download stuff into your devices without you ever knowing that they were there. And then even create a hidden folder and then like put all kinds of stuff into there. You still don't know that it's there. And the next thing you know, they would probably tip off cops or something like that and say, oh, this person got this and that on their device. You don't know that it's there. You really don't know that it's there because they're moving against you electronically. So then all of a sudden you like that's not, I don't have nothing like that on, you're trying to fight it off and whatnot. But in a court of law, especially if those in law enforcement or intelligence are part of the secret society, they're not trying to hear anything you say. They're just trying to get rid of you. They're just trying to get rid of you. So I felt like I just need to mention this part because they may actually be doing just that, because I was like, I haven't touched my laptop in a long time. Matter of fact, the battery should be dead, but I guess maybe I have fully charged it before before the screen got broken. But then I'm thinking to myself, I'm like, I wonder if they did put any hidden stuff on my laptop or on my phone. I mean, they got my phone already fully hacked, so I wouldn't be surprised if there's all kinds of like evidence of some type of remote, I don't know, some type of data or whatever. They just heterodyne me. Yeah, but the moment I hear it and I pinch right in front of the ear, I grab, it's like I literally just grab the frequency. So now I'm thinking to myself, okay, they got these digital cell towers all around the city. These biosensors that's in all of our bodies that we did not ask to have placed in us, but they are there. And anybody who wants to say no, they don't have biosensors in them, I'm not talking about like RFID chips. I'm talking about biosensors, like sensors that's like nanotech, but it's also made from like your biological information, your biological features or whatever. I don't really know 100% how biosensors are made, but it's supposed to be a portion of it is actually your DNA and things of that sort. So I'm thinking to myself, yeah, they got all kinds of noise going right now. Because I know they're trying to see if they can do something to me. Because as far as most of the other electronic harassment stuff, like the pains and stuff like that, I'm learning all kinds of different ways. First and foremost, I thank God for helping me get through all of this. Secondly, I think, I'm thankful for all these Eastern cultures that study the human aura and the spirit and everything, because if it wasn't for me learning about Qigong, I wouldn't learn how to actually, be able to use my hands as an actual tool with these frequencies. So like right now they have a frequency on the inner part of my right thigh, and what I did was I just took my index finger and my thumb and I pinched the frequency as it's like inserting into my leg. So right now I feel the vibration in between my thumb and my index finger. The vibration of the frequency is in between my thumb and index finger. But when I backtrack it, like if I follow it, it literally goes right to the cell phone. And everything, most of the time, it always is going to the bottom. Whatever hardware is right here at the bottom of this iPhone SE, there's a lot of transmitting energy that goes to and from the bottom of this iPhone. Um, what else? Yeah, so I'm trying my best to see if I can. I'm gonna post some things like the AI chatbot. Thank you, thank you, Microsoft. uh, your creation actually helped me with a lot of what the yeah. Thank you, Microsoft. But anyway, yeah. So there's a frequency going in right here. Yeah, there's a frequency going in right here. And there's a lot of heat. There's a lot of heat on my thumb and index finger. And it's going into the frontal lobe. Mm. Yeah, I can feel the pulse. Sorry. But anyway, yeah, so I'm also gonna post. Yeah, I'm gonna post as like a regular like a word post of some of the search results I got from the AI chatbot. Um, it's interesting because the more I know, and the more I find my peace, and I learn to master my peace, they are coming out more and more. Like every single person that's probably a part of this secret society, they all move like physically. They physically move differently than I mean, not to say TIs, but yeah, they will move differently from TIs because most TIs kind of move very um, to themselves and kind of like, suspicious of just about everybody. Um, and I'm not even talking like normal, just being suspicious of people. It's just like we definitely have a different vibe or a different way that we react and perceive the world. Oh, thinking of perception. Now, I also asked the chatbot about if wireless body area networks are used in combination with not artificial intelligence, augmented reality. Because when I say that like people who are part of the augmented secret society, they move different. Yes, they move like a lot of them walk differently. They look at people differently because it's like they don't. It's like I realize they don't look at people as if like they're looking at someone like you're looking at someone's clothes or like you're looking at someone's face, like you're looking at them. They look like when they look at someone, they're not looking at them, but they're looking at something on them. I mean, I know that sounds weird, but it's like it's almost as if like they're reading them. Like Yeah, it's like they look at a person like they're reading something on them. There's been many times where like most of the time I got on like a white t-shirt and some shorts. I don't have no writing on me, right? I have noticed several times where I'm probably like in a store or in the street or you know going into a building making a delivery, and then someone looks at me, and the way that they look at me as if they're reading information. They're not necessarily looking at me, but they're reading. It's like they're reading things on me. So then I also thought about the idea that with a wireless body area network and the nanotech that's already, you know, positioned right next to just about maybe every neuron or every nerve in the body, they can create false stimuli. They can create false stimuli um, that can be produced to change someone's perception on how they see the world. And then I also thought about like with just about anybody, especially if you're unknowing of these biosensors inside of your body, they can change literally what that person is seeing. Because think about it, the real world is already augmented. Like when I told you guys about the app architecture of radio, how that app literally picks up the signals coming from digital cell towers. Imagine they don't need an app. It's already in their brain. Like the app is already in their brain. So when they're looking, like you and I are looking at this shirt, but because their I guess their visual cortex or whatever like different portions or facets of their brain has been augmented to the point where it's not just this shirt or this on the wall, but there's probably words, pictures, all kinds of stuff that's there. I mean, that's usually what, you know, augmented reality kind of looks like. But it's just instead of without the phone processing, the nanotech is already in you. So that is already processing information for you. So you wouldn't need the cell phone. Yeah. I'm gonna keep asking God to keep guiding me through this because I was just telling God, I was like, Lord, don't let me go nowhere before I finish. I just put that out there. I was like, Lord, don't let me go nowhere before I finish because I feel like I'm this close. And I keep thinking about how they were always like, the military don't want you to know about technology. Chris, you're not supposed to know about technology. And then I'm thinking, and then they're like, he don't realize he set up his own mother, he set up his own sister. But the thing is, weren't they already manipulating people? That's my thing. Aren't they already manipulating people? And then when I think about it, when I take the thought even much farther, they literally have all this technology, all these capabilities. They could literally end every single addiction that any person can have. They can literally stop anyone who has violent tendencies or violent thoughts. They can literally end all of that like that. They could literally stop someone who is prone to being overly promiscuous or sexual or aggressive. They could stop that just like that. But you know what? They won't. You know why they won't? Because they're too busy broadcasting everything that every person is doing. They're too busy broadcasting it onto, I guess, into the metaverse, or on some private website. Who knows? I don't know. I know Kevin Christian told me that they have, he told me that he found out that they do have like secret websites where you got to put in like username and passwords and stuff like that, and you can gain access to all this stuff. I don't really know how to find all this stuff, because I mean all this technological stuff is just is way beyond me, so that's why I just take my experiences and I share it with you all, because maybe somebody may see this and they would know something about technology and they can basically take it and go on with it. But yeah. And then they're like, oh, Chris don't realize it's a lot of people watching him. And it took me a while to just go ahead and just build that mental state where I just start to just say, you know what? I am not going to allow myself to be frustrated over something I can't control. They already hacked me. I already know that they're broadcasting my entire life through like a secret place in the internet where all these people are basically operating from. And you know what? I had this other thought come to my mind too. If every single person in the entire world is hacked, right? And when I say hacked, I mean they basically use devices that have devices. Okay. When I say hacked, I mean you already have nanotechnology in you that you didn't ask to be put in you. That's one. Two, there's all these sensors, all these different cell towers, digital cell towers, the LEDs, all these different sensors all around us that's basically scanning, processing, and sending the information encoded in our aura and sending it to some private server or whatever. Then whoever is the handler at this remote location, they can manipulate just about every single system within your body. So then I thought about it. I was like, yo, this takes gambling to a whole new level. Like, remember, if you ever really want to know that you're connected, all you got to do is take your right hand and go over your right hemisphere, the right hemisphere of your brain, right? Go over the right hemisphere of your brain. What you'll notice, most of the time it's probably no bigger than this. It could be even smaller. You'll notice something like right now is going through my palm. It's like no bigger than that. It's like a beam. It's like a beam of energy, a beam of light. It's infrared, so you can't see it with your own naked eyes. It's going right through at an angle, like a 45-degree angle, just like this. And I believe it's going through what would be the primary motor cortex. As a matter of fact, I was thinking I need to cut my hair because I have a dent in my skull, and I think that's from the long-term exposure to the frequency. And they basically with this technology, they basically can do remote surgery on you. They can basically create a little nano or millimeter size hole through your skull just so that signal can just always that signal can always be connected to you. Because like I told you all before, it doesn't matter which way I turn, it never moves or changes angle. It always stays right there. And I just heard him say, "That's a snitch ass nigga. That's a snitch ass nigga." But here's the thing. I don't care what everybody else wants to do. I just ask that I be left alone. I honestly think that this technology doesn't need to be secret. I think if people were aware of it, they would line up around blocks and blocks and blocks just to have it done to them so then they can be a part of it. Why does it have to be secret? Why does it have to be secret? Because if it's already in everybody, well, that's the other part too. It's like it's already in everybody. So it's like if you wanted to take it out right now, they're claiming like there's some people are claiming there's no real way to take it out. Like there's some nanotech that's biodegradable. There's some nanotech that's biodegradable, and then there's some that's kind of almost like you need to use like magnets or something to oh right, I need to do that nano bucket. Tony Pantalaresco, he has a video on his herbs plus beads works. I think that's how it is. YouTube channel, and he shows you how to build a anti-nano bucket. Basically, it's like you just get like a plastic bucket, some copper wire, magnets, and I think he uses a battery. Oh no, it's not a battery. I think it's like a plug or a cord or something. But yeah. Yeah, my girl, she's talking to another TI we met recently. But yeah. All right. I'm gonna end it here, and then I'm gonna post the stuff that I don't know if it will allow me to post it because it's quite a few different results that I pulled up. But yeah, I just wanted to make sure that I posted this video because I never consented to any of this, and I do not engage in any immoral or illegal activity, at least not intentionally. If I just didn't know that was I was breaking a law on something, then that's just that. That's that's ignorance. But I know that they're trying to. I know a lot of times people get set up with all kinds of stuff, especially when it comes to things being downloaded onto their devices. So I'm right now declaring that I did not do anything that could possibly be used to incriminate me somewhere in the future. Anything involving, pornographic images or videos. I did not do anything involving anti-Semitism. I didn't do anything involving discrimination or sexism, or I didn't do anything violent to anyone. I ain't got the time or the energy to be doing none of this stuff. So whatever type of setup that they got coming, I'm already ready to just either rebuke it in the name of Jesus, and I'm already ready to rebuke it by the grace, by the power of God. Ooh, I just got chills. That's how I know God just be with me, though. God just be with me. But anyway, yeah. All we gotta do is just learn what they're doing. And the more you learn what they're doing, they'll bring themselves out eventually. Now, I don't walk around with weapons and stuff. I'm not a violent person. Will I defend myself physically? Yes, but I I don't walk. That's never been my MO. I don't hurt people because I'm not hurt. Hurt people hurt people. You know. So and they're like, this fool has no idea. He's mad disrespectful. People watching him. He don't realize the whole city is watching him. He think he knows something about technology. He think he know about secret society. All I'm saying is watch God work, because there is something about to happen to all of humanity on this planet. And it's not going to be anything that any man or woman can do to stop it, because it's that time. It's that time, and we are due for another cleanse. The earth is in need of another cleanse. And it's not the same type of cleanse like the Nazis did, or it's not like the cleanse like they do in, certain other countries with, cultural cleanses. No, it's a different type of cleanse. It's an energy cleanse. It's going to be something that's going to come from, it's going to be like a universal energy that's going to be so strong and powerful. If you're not vibrating at a specific high frequency, it's probably going to kill you. I strongly believe this. And I believe that if you're not operating at a high frequency, you're not gonna catch that message or that warning from God or the holy angels letting you know you need to go this way now. Because that's usually what happens, and that's usually what happens when some people survive catastrophic events, or they just happen to not be there at that time. There was something directing them to move this way. So then they're not in the way when that happens over there. Yeah. Anyway, as always, take life one breath, one thought, one step, one day at a time. Peace.